Marcus Aurelius amid the Antonine plague. The streets of Rome were quiet, not with peace but with fear. Doors stayed shut, markets emptied, and temples overflowed with desperate prayers. The Antonine plague, a sickness that swept through the empire, had struck with a force greater than any army. It did not spare soldiers or senators, farmers or children. Death moved invisibly, and the empire trembled under its shadow. In the imperial palace, Marcus Aurelius sat in meditation, the weight of both crown and cosmos upon his shoulders. As emperor, he was responsible for millions of souls. As a Stoic, he was responsible first for his own. He wrote in his journal late at night, by the flicker of oil lamps, "All that happens is natural. Death is part of the whole. Do not complain of what befalls you, but meet it with justice, courage, temperance, and wisdom." Every day messages reached him. News of whole villages perishing, soldiers weakened, citizens crying out for remedies no physician could provide. Panic spread faster than the sickness itself. Many sought to flee their duties, abandoning the sick and the poor. But Marcus did not leave Rome. He did not hide behind palace walls. He walked among his people, visiting the sick, distributing aid, and ensuring that what supplies remained were given justly. A senator once asked him, "Caesar, how can you remain calm when the gods seem to have abandoned us?" Marcus answered with quiet strength, "The gods have given us reason, and reason teaches us that death is no evil. Cowardice, injustice, and cruelty, these are the evils. Shall I fear what nature requires of me, and neglect what virtue demands of me?" In the barracks, he spoke to weary soldiers weakened by plague. "You are men of Rome. This disease may take our bodies, but it cannot touch our honor unless we surrender it. Stand firm in courage. Serve with justice. Remember, no fate is cruel that comes in accordance with nature." His words gave strength where medicine could not. Yet Marcus was not without grief. He watched friends, generals, and even children of the noble houses fall. He knew that one day the plague might take him as well. But instead of despair, he chose reflection. In meditations, he reminded himself, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." The plague continued year after year, grinding down the empire. But through it all, Marcus Aurelius remained a pillar of steadiness. He wrote, he governed, he mourned, but he did not surrender to fear. His reign became an example that even in the darkest seasons, a leader's true strength is not found in conquest or wealth, but in the calm acceptance of fate and the unwavering practice of virtue. In the end, the Antonine plague claimed countless lives. It scarred the empire, but it also revealed the soul of an emperor. Marcus Aurelius did not curse the gods nor seek escape. He endured, not because he was untouched by suffering, but because he understood that suffering is woven into the fabric of life. To live well is not to avoid hardship, but to meet it with reason and courage. And so, history remembers Marcus not only as a philosopher on the throne, but as a man who stood firm amid pestilence and fear, reminding Roman us that even when the world trembles, the soul can remain unshaken.